Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood is a show that focuses on the character Daniel Tiger, a 4-year-old tiger cub who's forced to live in white suburbia. He has 2 parents and a 1-year-old baby sister named Margaret. The show focuses on Daniel's run-ins with his family, his friends, his classmates, his teachers, and throughout the show, Daniel has shown signs of being an incredibly violent, narcissistic, racist piece of shit. For the past week, I've been doing nothing but researching clips. I've been looking at the footage. I've caught this nigga in 4K. When I tell you that Daniel Tiger is a horrible person, he is by far one of the worst cartoon characters I have ever seen on film. It would be one thing if these incidents were one-off, but there are countless examples of this man committing acts of violence towards women, being racist towards his classmates. He's a raging narcissist. Anytime there's a situation that does not go his way, he panics, he gets aggressive, he tries to attack the people around him. 9 times out of 10, he will immediately resort to violence. As of now, the show has 7 seasons and about 152 episodes. There's been so many examples of Daniel committing heinous crimes and acts towards his family members and his friends. I've desperately tried to excuse his shitty behavior. I can't find it in myself to do so. Some of these acts are inexcusable. I've had a collection of incidents that I've decided to group up together to show you how terrible Daniel is. I really tried to give Daniel the benefit of the doubt, but at a certain point I had to question his motives. All of his outbursts seem motivated. All of his outbursts seem targeted. It feels like he has an agenda that he's trying to push, and no one is calling him out for it. So I will be the one to call Daniel out on his bullshit.
Beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor?
The first incident that started all of this was the egg salad sandwich incident. In season 4, episode 2, Daniel is eating lunch with his classmates, specifically Miss Elena, an African-American child who has been friends with him for the longest time. Apparently they have history, they've been longtime friends, maybe even neighbors. Daniel decides to bring in a smelly-ass egg salad sandwich for his lunch. Upon opening the lunchbox, Miss Elena explains her disgust for the smell of the sandwich. Daniel immediately makes it into a personal attack and is then sulking for the next 5 minutes of the episode. He asks the audience, how would you feel if someone didn't like your lunch? Despite the fact that Miss Elena is allowed to have her own opinion. I'm not gonna say too much about it, I'm just gonna show it to you firsthand.
Won't you be my neighbor?
I don't like egg salad. It hurts my feelings.
Here comes Daniel, making everything about him again. Get over it. Not everything is about you, Daniel. Who the fuck eats egg salads, bro? Get off dick. Like, actually, tigers reach adulthood at about 2 to 3 years old. Daniel the tiger is 4 years old. This nigga's pushing 30. This nigga's a grown-ass man hanging around a little girl. It's your food. It's your food. She doesn't like your food. Why are you upset that somebody else doesn't like the food that you're eating? Nigga, it's your food. He's so dramatic. It hurt my feelings. It hurt my feelings. You're literally a tiger. Like, you could do whatever you want. Look at this. Look at this. You know the part that pisses me off the most? It's the fact that they made her apologize at the end.
How do you think you might feel if Daniel said he didn't like your yogurt?
What is this bitch tripping about?
They made her apologize for sharing her opinion about his lunch, about his shitty ass egg salad sandwich. They make this little black child apologize to this grown-ass white man for not liking his lunch. Get over it.
We like different things, and that's just...
From the clips and the episodes that I've watched of this show, I've noticed that Daniel Tiger has a specific disdain for Miss Elena for some odd reason. Despite the fact that they're longtime friends, he's always quick to anger with her. It's almost like he has a vendetta against her for some personal reason that's never disclosed in the episode. He never talks about it, he never mentions it, but it's seen, and anyone who watches these episodes can tell that he has a bias against Miss Elena. She barely crosses Daniel's boundaries, but for some reason he's always attacking her, both emotionally and physically.
I'm so mad. If you don't move, I'm gonna...
Just move the chair! Move the chair, Daniel! Just move the chair! They keep fucking with Miss Elena and it's pissing me off. Every time I watch this show, they're on bullshit, bro. This is like the 8th clip I've seen where they start fucking with Miss Elena for no legitimate reason. And then she has to compromise at the end. And this is literally all because Daniel wants to sit next to Chrissie. Chrissie doesn't even fucking like him. She's obviously into the owl boy. She doesn't even look in Daniel's direction. And literally all Daniel had to do was pick his funky tiger ass up, grab the chair, and move it to the other side of Chrissie. But no! boom! He immediately resorted to violence. This is like the third time I've seen him try to attack Chrissie, and everyone's okay with it. No one ever questions Daniel. Yo, it's just Daniel, man. It's just Daniel. It's just Daniel. Craziest part is that Elena once again has to compromise, and that's what ends the conflict. God forbid she have rights of her own. She's like, Daniel, check this shit out. We have free will. She grabs the chair and she moves it to the other side of Chrissie. It's almost like you could have done that from the very beginning instead of immediately trying to assault the little black child. He did all of that just to not talk to Chrissie. Him and Chrissie did not talk for the rest of the fucking show. Are you kidding me? So you made poor Miss Elena stress over all that bullshit just for you to not even talk to your crush. I hate this nigga, bro. Daniel's actually pissing me off so bad. It's like the world revolves around him. I need an episode where Miss Elena just doesn't listen to anybody. She just does what she wants and everyone just leaves her the fuck alone. But we know that's never gonna happen. When I release my 40-minute Daniel Tiger hit piece, all of a sudden everyone's gonna be like, he's just a kid. He's just a kid. So is she. Is Miss Elena not a child too? Why does she always have to bend to his will? Is that not bullshit? They say, oh, Daniel Tiger's like a better Caillou. They both need to burn in hell. And then this goofy ass teacher, she's like, oh, I'm proud of both of you. What the fuck did Daniel do? I regulated my emotions. Congratulations, Daniel. We're giving Daniel props for not hitting the black woman. Oh, it's almost like you should keep your hands to yourself, fuck nigga. They teach us in episode 3. He didn't learn shit from the previous episode. He does all of this shit just so his goofy ass can just get ignored for the rest of the episode. Chrissie does not fucking like you, nigga. The owl boy is right fucking there. He's right there. She does not want you, Daniel. Literally no amount of orbiting is gonna make her like you, Daniel. And when I get mad about it, niggas get on me. Oh, you're a grown-ass man. You're a grown-ass man. So is Daniel. Daniel is more than willing to put his hands on this little girl. It's been shown time and time again that Daniel is an aggressive freak, and people rarely call him out for his aggressive behavior. Realistically, his actions are going to get him locked up at some point. If it's not now, it will be within the next 10 years of his life. Behaviors like this do not get better with time, unless they are actually corrected in the moment. And Daniel, time and time again, gets away with all of his violent acts. They focus more on his emotions than his violent tendencies. Mark my words, Daniel the Tiger will end up hurting someone one day. He might end up even killing someone.
Margaret! No! I am so mad!
Daniel, stop.
Daniel was going to punch a baby. Daniel was going to punch his 1-year-old sister fresh out the womb. He raised his fist at her in anger. There was literally no world where this was okay. Knowing the fact that he couldn't even be happy for his little sister on her 2nd birthday made this so much worse. Not only are you a bad brother, but you're also an abuser. Bro, I couldn't even imagine the idea of hurting your own sister. There was a level of empathy that you just naturally are supposed to have. Daniel is deadass a sociopath. He was really going to punch her in the face over a few blocks? How can you defend this? Literally all she wanted to do was play with her older brother. She has done nothing but show Daniel love the entire series, and all he does is bitch and complain and try to abuse her. Why is that your first instinct? Why is punching your baby sister the first thing you think of when it comes to conflict resolution? And I feel bad for his sister because she's terrified. You can see her reel back every time Daniel starts to get mad. She's crawling at this point. She can't even walk properly. She's deadass speaking in baby. It would be one thing if they were the same age and she walked over and kicked his shit over. Yeah, sure, let's scrap. It would still be kind of crazy. But the fact that she didn't even do it on purpose. She couldn't do it on purpose. She's a baby, Daniel. And the mom's reaction to this is so telling because she knows how deranged Daniel is. Daniel, stop. You can hear the panic in her voice because she knows what Daniel will do. She's seen it. She knows how aggressive, how angry, how hateful Daniel is. This nigga is filled with nothing but malice and evil intent. They need to watch him. They need to watch him because he is going to be a problem in the future. He's a problem right now. He is going to do something one day. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Daniel the Tiger has a complete disregard for human life. I know for a fact he's a narcissist, but I question if he's either a sociopath or even a psychopath. A lot of people are defending his actions because he's the main character of the show and he's just a child. But I have to beg the question, at what point will Daniel be held accountable for his actions? Throughout the show, Daniel has shown incredible aggression towards 2 characters in specific that I really want to focus on. His old-time friend Miss Elena and his baby sister Margaret.
I gave Margaret a birthday crown too. Miss Elena! Happy birthday, Margaret! I know it's Margaret's birthday. But I wish these presents were for me.
So your baby sister is having her first birthday party, and instead of being a good brother, you decide to be a hating ass bitch? Are you fucking kidding me, Daniel? You know, honestly, out of everything I've seen you do, this doesn't even surprise me. First off, Daniel, you're twice her age. She is turning 2. This is a big deal, Daniel. The fact that you're twice her age, acting like a little bitch about it. Holy shit, you're 4 years old. Grow up, nigga. You've had twice as many birthdays as her. You've done this 4 times. Your birthday was earlier in the year, so you understand how this shit works. Don't act brand new, Daniel. So you're bitching because somebody got your little sister a birthday present on her birthday because it's her birthday. Who's the birthday girl on her birthday?
You gonna bring me a birthday gift on my birthday to my birthday party on my birthday with a birthday gift?
Happy birthday?
Like I said, with everything I've seen Daniel do, this is virtually nothing. He was going to punch this girl in the face before she was even a 2-year-old. He was going to punch this 1-year-old baby in the fucking face for knocking over a block. But at the very least, I thought he would have the grace and the decorum to pretend to be happy for his family. This nigga doesn't give a fuck about his family ties, bro. Family means nothing to him. This nigga does not give a fuck about anybody. He was more and more upset the happier Margaret was. I wish I got a big birthday present. Nigga, you did. You've done this already. Your time is up, nigga. Get over it. Maybe I'm being desensitized to Daniel's bullshit after you attempt to punch multiple women in the face. Honestly, you bitching about a birthday is pretty acceptable, but I need you to understand that you're still a bitch ass nigga, Daniel. He's only happy when things go his way, and if something changes that, he loses his fucking mind. Margaret literally showed him love. She hugged her big brother. Nigga, you are her big brother. You were supposed to be there to protect her, to care for her, to love her. You are one of her first role models, Daniel. For you to be a bitch ass nigga in her presence is insane. He's still not as bad as Caillou, but that's not saying anything. She can't even make coherent sentences, Daniel. She's saying goo goo gaga panda bear. Literally grow the fuck up, Daniel. Holy shit. His baby sister Margaret is 2 years old. She is an infant. She can barely walk. She can barely talk. She can't even form coherent sentences yet. But Daniel Tiger does not care about any of this. He doesn't care about the fact that she's a little girl. He doesn't care about the fact that that's his sister. He doesn't care about the fact that she's a baby. Daniel Tiger has shown time and time again that he is willing to put hands on this little girl. When things don't go his way, Daniel will more than likely resort to violence. Before I show you the footage of these incidents, I will warn you that they get very graphic. I will state again that Daniel Tiger has no regard for human life, and he will more than gladly let that be known to the audience.
Are you sure you don't want to use another tool? It's nice and quiet. No, I don't think so. Too loud, Daniel, too loud. Hammer, hammer, hammer.
Daniel, stop! He has sensory issues! Daniel is so evil for this because he knows what he's doing. Daniel has moments in the show where he will start fucking with someone and he'll deliberately keep doing it. He's a bitch! I know what this whole thing stems from. He's jealous. He's jealous of the owl boy because he likes Chrissie and Chrissie doesn't like him back. Chrissie likes the owl boy. Chrissie and the owl boy have had rapport the entire show, and Daniel could never get to that point with her. Daniel's a weird ass orbiting incel who can't even talk to his crush properly. He attacks women whenever he gets angry. Whenever things don't go his way, his first instinct is to just attack the first woman he sees. So of course Chrissie doesn't fucking like him. Owls have extra sensitive hearing, so every single time Daniel bangs the hammer on this train set, he's torturing this boy, and he knows damn well that train does not need a hammer. The owl boy is like, hey, we can fix this with a screw, but of course Daniel, being the aggressive brute that he is, he's like, no, we're gonna hammer this down instead. Starts banging the train set as loud as he can. This boy is reeling in pain. Daniel gives this boy a mental breakdown, and then of course when the teacher comes over and asks like, hey, what's wrong, he wants to pretend like, oh, we're just playing. Daniel, you know what the fuck you did. He would never do that to Prince Wednesday or that other boy with the glasses. Anytime they start getting aggressive, he starts bitching out. Daniel has problems, bro. At some point, Daniel's going to have to leave this obsession with Chrissie alone, bro. If the owl boy had just punched Daniel in his shit, Daniel would have bitched out so hard, bro. But of course, Daniel knows who to fuck with and who not to fuck with. I need an episode where Prince Wednesday just beats the shit out of Daniel for like 35 minutes, just straight pow, 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 with no interruption at all. I would pay so much money to watch that. On top of Daniel's violent tendencies, Daniel Tiger is also enabled by the adults around him. The school system has failed these children because every time Daniel lashes out, he has failed to be reprimanded. They don't do anything about it. They don't even scold him. They baby him every single time. He is trying to abuse these kids, but they don't care. They don't address his violent tendencies at all. It's almost like they turn a blind eye to Daniel every single time. Maybe it's because he's the main character. Maybe they're aware of his presence in this world. Maybe they give him preferential treatment because he is the main character. But regardless, someone needs to do something about his tendencies because, like I said, he is more than capable of causing harm.
I've never played that before.
We can teach you.
Fancy Splat!
Now I'll throw it to Jody! Where are you going? Didn't mean to play without you.
But you are playing without me.
Fuck, Daniel. I was mad. After everything Miss Elena has been through, are you really surprised that she doesn't want to play with you, fuck nigga? She overthrew the ball, ran all the way over to Daniel, made direct eye contact, said, move, fuck nigga, grabbed the ball, tossed that shit back to homegirl. This is the first clip I could actually say Daniel kind of got hoed, and he deserves that. It does suck that they're not giving you the ball as much. This is her first time playing Splat ball. You literally just explained the rules to her. This is her first time experiencing this shit. And then he starts getting mad when he's on the ground, when Miss Elena starts talking to him. Why are you getting mad to the point where you're raising your voice? And I feel so bad for this platypus girl because she gets thrown in the middle of this weird ass like altercation for no legitimate reason. Nigga gets mad at you for playing the game he taught you how to play. That's some hating ass shit, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. And my thing too is that I've noticed that Daniel never has that same energy for the boys in his class. Anytime a boy wrongs him, he just gets sad. My name isn't Danny, it's Daniel. Better buck up on them too, cause you know Prince Wednesday's about to beat the fuck out of you, nigga. Owlboy is literally taking Chrissie from him, bro. He doesn't have the same energy for the boys cause he knows he'll get his ass beat. That nigga Prince Wednesday would turn him into a fucking coat. That's why he's always putting his hands on the girls, because he knows he can get away with that shit. You like her more than me? Yeah, you like her more than me? This nigga sounds like a toxic ass boyfriend, bro. Nigga, it's been 5 minutes. Daniel has such a low self-esteem. He takes everything as a hit to his ego. He makes everything about him for no legitimate reason. I'm starting to think that Daniel makes everything about himself because he himself feels inadequate. You don't find value in yourself, so you make everything a personal hit. Daniel needs to learn how to love himself. People like to make the excuse that Daniel Tiger is a child, but that is far from the truth. Not only is Daniel Tiger considered to be a grown-ass man in tiger culture, Daniel has been around since the 1950s. Daniel's first appearance was on April 5th, 1954, on a show called The Children's Corner, which was like the first iteration of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Daniel Tiger has almost been around for a century. He has had more than enough time to correct his behavior. He was never this aggressive before. Somewhere between the 1950s and the current day, Daniel Tiger has snapped. Something has changed. Mr. Rogers taught the world how to be kind, how to be nice. He would teach this multiple times on the show, not only to the audience, but to the characters in the show. Daniel has had more than enough time to correct his behavior. And the fact that he is still this violent, narcissistic, racist, misogynist to this day, this shows me that Daniel has no actual desire to be better.
Line leader. That's the job I want. I really hope I'm the line leader.
And this job will go to...
Me! Miss Elena? That's the job I wanted.
The teacher literally said that everyone would have the opportunity to do every single role on that board. But Daniel, being the egotistical, misogynistic sociopath that he is, of course he gets mad when the only black girl in the class gets a leadership position. That's so bullshit, Daniel.
I wanted to be the leader. I wanted to be in charge.
How much of an egotist can you be, Daniel? Where did you learn this from? Once again, he starts bitching about Miss Elena having something in her life because he can't let her be happy. He can't see her win. He gets mad every single time Miss Elena does anything. He can never be happy unless he takes what Miss Elena has. He just has to shit on Miss Elena every single episode, bro. It's pissing me off so bad. And not to mention, being a lunch helper is one of the most important jobs you can do. You're literally coming in clutch daily. He doesn't care about helping his class or his fellow man. He just wants his ego to be fed. And that's honestly one of my biggest problems with Daniel. He can't just let shit be. He always has to make everything about himself. It's insane to see how much he gets away with because he's a male tiger. He's racist, he's misogynistic, he might even be homophobic. We haven't seen that yet. How can anyone defend this tiger? Oh, he's just a kid, he's just a kid. So kids are allowed to be pieces of shit now. Is that what we're saying? At some point, he has to learn how to be a decent human being. If you told me that Daniel had roots in the clan, I would genuinely believe you. I honestly hope that nothing good happens to Daniel Tiger for the rest of his life, bro. And you can't even blame it on the fact that he's an animal because the other animals are relatively chill. Honestly, Daniel, kick fucking rocks, bro. I think the world is tired of Daniel. He's always the first to say some bullshit, bro, besides Katarina with her hating ass. Daniel the Tiger needs to change, not only for himself, but for the people around him, because he will continue to be a danger as long as he's allowed to act the way that he does. He is willing to put people in danger just to get his way. I pray that the victims of Daniel's abuse can recover. I pray that they get the time to heal. Dealing with something as traumatic as Daniel Tiger would make anybody lose the sense of self. Their spirits are probably broken from dealing with this man. And honestly, I will say it, he needs help. He needs to be helped. Someone needs to correct him. Someone needs to put him in his place because he has problems. Daniel the Tiger has problems.
Won't you be my neighbor?
Miss Elena, are you done with the red paint now? No. Now.
She's not done with the fucking paint, Daniel. She's not done with the paint. You're right there. You can look at her and tell she's not done. I don't know why he's acting dense. This is a whole power play. He knows what he's doing. He wants to bully Miss Elena out of using the red paint. All he had to do was just wait until Miss Elena was finally done painting her dress. He can't let her have shit. Every single time she's doing something, he has to bitch about it. He doesn't do this to anybody else. It's only Miss Elena, the one black girl in the class. He always has to take her shit. And you know the craziest part? He's not even done with the other parts of his painting. He can add detail to his ugly ass eyes, his ugly ass whiskers. Nigga, you're not done. The only reason why he wants the red paint is because Miss Elena's using it. You only have smoke for the black girl? Alright, if you say so. Would it be insane for me to say that Daniel Tiger is a dedicated racist? And once again, Miss Elena has to compromise, and God forbid her hand slips and drops the paint on his fuck ass painting. This nigga has the audacity to get mad at her, and once again starts getting aggressive, walking up to Miss Elena like he's about to do some shit. But look at his weak ass little bitch grip. Look at the little bitch grip that he had. He didn't even try to reach for it, bro. But you can reach for Miss Elena though. Not to mention his shoes are already red. So what the fuck are you mad about? She actually sped up the process for you. And then Daniel gets mad. He bucks up at her and then tears her painting. Also by accident, by the way. And once again, Miss Elena has to save the fucking day. Daniel, look, you can actually adapt when things happen. Your shoes are red, the paint is red, just fix it. Daniel's mind is fucking blown because for once in his life, he realizes, oh, I don't have to beat women to deal with my issues. And you know what the best part about it all is? Miss Elena finally bucks up. Miss Elena stands on business, bro. And of course, when she also gets mad and starts standing on business, this nigga goes full pussy mode. He starts backing up because he knows Miss Elena is not the one to fuck with. Notice that he only bucks up on people that he thinks he can beat. Honestly, if I was Miss Elena, I would have stepped on his fucking painting, bro. I would have crip walked on his painting. I would have been dancing on his shit. Honestly, fuck Daniel and that ugly ass painting, bro. When I released the first Daniel Tiger video, I never expected the world to gravitate towards it the way that it did. I think it's because everyone understands that Daniel Tiger is a menace to society. The world has acknowledged how shitty Daniel is as a person, and I'm glad we're having this conversation about it because if not, people like Daniel Tiger would continue to get away with the way that they act. They would continue to get away with the abuse, the narcissism, the racist, violent tendencies. They would continue to be who they are. He has gotten away with it for far too long. He has been committing these acts since 2012, and we are only now talking about this. There are so many people just as bad, if not worse than him. Caillou, Dora the Explorer, that little blue bitch from Peanuts. We need to have more of these conversations because these people need to be corrected. They cannot be allowed to carry on like this. For the future of our children, they need to be reprimanded. They need to be controlled. If Daniel Tiger is able to correct his actions in the upcoming seasons, I will be willing to allow him to grow as a person. But as long as he continues to be the piece of shit that he is, I will always be against him. If Daniel Tiger has 1 million haters, I am one of them. If Daniel Tiger has 0 haters, I am no longer living on this planet. If the world loves Daniel Tiger, I am against the world. For the sake of Margaret, for the sake of Miss Elena, for the sake of his friends, his family, I will always be the one to call Daniel out on his bullshit.
And who lives in the clock?
Daniel Striper Tiger's my name. Hi.